There's this tuner out there that's called Dyno Spectrum. What it is, what it do, folks. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is OB. This here is my 2015 Audi S7. Yes, I have debadged everything. Actually got plates on her this time. Fully registered, so I'm not feeling like I'm borrowing a car. This episode, I wanted to talk about tunes for the car. Now, I've searched all over the internet to try to get some sort of indicator as to what's the best tune to get. There are a bunch of them out there, but I'm only going to talk about 3 of them. The 3 that I wanted to talk about, the top 3 in my list, is Unitronic, APR, and finally, Dyno Spectrum. Now, all of these are fantastic tunes, but I wanted to talk about because there's a huge price point difference in all of them. They all offer different horsepower claims. So which one will be the better buy of that trio? So don't mind the whole like sunshine and everything like that. We're definitely on a bit of a time frame with that. Yeah, see, crazy snow over there. Look at that, crazy. Okay, just stopped at my favorite place in the world, which is the gas station. Like I said, I wanted to talk about the 3 different tunes that were out there that I think honestly will give you the better bang for your buck. Not only the 2015 S7, this would go from 2012 all the way to 2019. I think is before they actually switched over to the 3.0-liter V6. But anything that has the 4.0T in it, these tunes will certainly work, even Porsche. The first one that I wanted to talk about is APR. Now, APR been around for like 25 some odd years. So, you know, they ain't new in the game. You know, they know what they're doing. Recently, APR has gone through a price reduction on their tunes. But the EPA is cracking down on any car that does not have a catalytic converter. It doesn't have that TM stamp or road legal stamp on it. So APR has basically eliminated their catted as well as catless downpipes. And they've also dramatically dropped the price of their tunes. Now you can get their stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 in each fuel trim for $800. And that's not bad. That's not a bad price for a tune, stage 1. So they're bolstering horsepower numbers like 500 at the crank, 470-ish at the wheel, and right around 500 torque at the wheel as well. So that's not bad for a $700 tune. A lot of guys like going with APR because their tunes tend to be a little bit more aggressive, get a little bit more boost, a little bit more fueling, things of that nature. So $800 for that tune, good price, good price. Second tune that I want to talk about, which is a company that I actually have experience with, is Unitronic. I had a 2012 Audi A4 S-Line that I had a Unitronic tune on, which I absolutely loved. If I may be honest, it was quicker than Lucy was. So that's speaking volumes on a stage 2 tune. And mind you, I was pro tuned with Lucy. So Unitronic will basically cover Volkswagen, Porsche, Lamborghini. This includes the Urus. And also you can do I think you can do the Huracan and the Performante. It'll do that Lamborghini. Hell, I want to do that Lamborghini. Pretty much it'll cover Lamborghini, it covers Audi, but their stage 1 tune starts at a whopping $1,200. Their horsepower number is bolstering right at 524, but they don't give wheel horsepower. They only present you with crank horsepower. So not to say that that's bad, but I want a real world perspective as to what I'm looking at the wheels. And if you want to go stage 2, you have to bump up your price point. So it goes from $1,200 to $1,300, and then you go, it's $100 difference. Or no, I'm sorry, it's $1,400. So you immediately jump in price. Now Unitronic tunes tend to be a little bit more conservative. They do give you a good horsepower per dollar ratio. $1,200, yes, I know it's a lot of money, or $1,300, whichever one it is, but you know, you're still getting over 100 horsepower to the wheel. The problem that I have is going through the different stages, you now paying more money, to where if you go stage 2 plus, you're $2,000 in already. $2,000. And that's a lot of money. That's on top of all the parts that you have to get to stage 2 plus, which is the RS7 turbos, which is the catless or the cat or catless downpipe. And I'm gonna throw a kicker in this at the end of all of this. The third one that I am kind of excited about is Dyno Spectrum. Dyno Spectrum is the new kid on the block. Dyno Spectrum is coming in at $1,200 or $1,300. So $1,299, $1,300. You get not only their off-the-shelf stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, you can get a custom map on stage 1, 2, and 3 to be able to support flex fuel, E85. Now, that to me is an epic win. You can do a 91 octane with a flex fuel map on it at $1,200. And the nice thing about this tune, like I said, it allows you to toggle in between, because with purchasing a sensor, it allows you to toggle in between the two tunes. So if you're on a road trip or anything like that and you can't find any E85, you can just pop in your 93 octane or 91 octane wherever you are and just go. That is something that the other tunes do not have. It does not allow the capability of navigating in between either flex fuel or just regular pump gas. Don't get me wrong, APR is very attractive because of the simple fact it is $799, $800 for this tune. Also, if you are a tuner, you can go in and you can adjust parameters. You can do fueling, you can do timing, you can do boost levels. Now I'm gonna say this: don't go in there if you don't know what the hell you're doing, because you can just go and grenade your turbos. That can happen. If I am to be honest, the best tune for the 4.0T motor platform is hands down Dyno Spectrum. It's a no-brainer because it allows you to do so much. With that said, is that the tune that I'm going to get for my car? Dyno Spectrum will also do McLarens. So if you want your 570S to scream or your 720S to scream, holler at them. Ooh, look at this GT. Yeah, you didn't think it was going to be a supercar spotting, now did you? But they also do Ferraris. My guys out there, Life Apollos, if you have a Ferrari that you want to tune, holler at Dyno Spectrum. Ooh-wee. 765 LT. I wonder if Mike Ward would do like rentals. What do you think? Should I go ask if I can rent a car for a day? I can rent that. Or should I do the FF? Or should I do, I don't know. All right, let's go.